L4, 5?
I've had L5S1 degenerative. L3, my quad stopped working.
Drop. I could not move. So I couldn't sit in the car. I was throwing up because I was in so much pain. Everything I was doing was just fucking painful.
Confused about the lingo? Is Ben Simmons even telling the truth? I'm here to fill in the gaps to help you enjoy and make the most out of that podcast. So by the way, my name is Peter, I'm a physiotherapist and I see back pain every single day. I work in the sporting field, treat athletes of all ages and all kinds and help them go from pain to performance. Here's a fun fact about that Ben Simmons podcast. Did you know that was the first time that he actually then spoke and told his story? So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. All right, let's go fact check Ben Simmons and JJ Redick. Let's go.
How you got hurt if you weren't playing. When did this sort of back injury? Look, I was with you when you had back flare-ups all the time.
Okay, so back soreness is actually super common for any athlete and especially in basketball. So historically, athletes get niggles all the time, you know, complaining of some soreness or some tightness. Also, I guess within the NBA, it is widely known that there are certain people, LeBron, Kawhi, get star treatment. I guess they're advised to just sit out due to load management. Anyway, load management actually is a pretty serious thing, so check out my other video about that. It makes me then just wonder whether or not that kind of back soreness that he had was actually like a low-grade irritation of a disc pathology. All right, fun fact, football players who reported to have niggles had 3 to 6.5 times more likelihood to be able to sustain an injury within 7 days. Well, I guess for Ben Simmons, this became the reality, right? All right. Let's see how he first had that injury.
Going up the stairs. So initially I had some like soreness in my back when I was working out. Then I went to like go hop up the stairs, run up the stairs, and my whole right side just dropped. And as soon as I went upstairs, I laid down and I could not move.
Okay, so when Ben actually says my right side just dropped, what I believe he's actually saying is he had tremendous amount of pain, which then either led to weakness and or numbness down his leg, which then led him to not be able to walk again.
In Milwaukee, I had the same thing where I went up for a layup against the Bucks, twisted. And as soon as that happened, I knew, I was like, oh, I can't even move. Like it shot down my leg. I was in so much pain the whole games. You know, Scott absolutely had to pull my leg and give me traction. I was throwing up because I was in so much pain. Pain goes all the way down your leg. I couldn't sit like this, so I couldn't sit in the car. Everything I was doing was just fucking painful.
So based on what he's saying again, the symptoms that he's describing are actually quite common with nerve-related pain. The radiating pain down the leg, the weakness that is associated with that. I wouldn't be surprised if he had pins and needles or numbness also down his leg too.
You know, Scott absolutely had to pull my leg and give me traction.
Traction is basically the act of pulling to help to alleviate some pain. Particularly, it's quite common for people that actually have neck-related or back-related injuries. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the anatomy.
Which disc was it?
L4, 5?
I've had L5S1 degenerative. My first year with the Clippers, L3, my quad stopped working.
Your back actually has 4 different sections. So it has the cervical spine, which is the upper part of your neck, right? Then it goes down towards your mid-back, which is your thoracic spine. Then there's the lumbar spine, which is the sections that both Ben Simmons and JJ Redick are talking about. Here's another fun fact. L4, L5, and L5S1 are probably the most common areas to be able to get disc-related injuries or disc-related pathologies.
When I had the issue, my foot was limp. Like I couldn't. Drop.
What is foot drop? So foot drop or drop foot is actually a common sign that you see with people that have not only musculoskeletal injuries or nerve-related injuries, but sometimes it can actually happen for a couple of different reasons. For today's conversation, we're going to just narrow it down to musculoskeletal, and particularly foot drop is quite common for someone that actually has nerve-related injuries. Is Ben Simmons telling the truth? Look, I think anatomy confirms what he's talking about. I think he's probably had ongoing back pain for a long period of time and tried to play through it, and obviously got worse and worse and worse until he needed surgery. Now, I'm actually really happy that he's actually gone to get surgery, and now he's hopefully rehabbed properly to be able to then go back onto the court. So if you enjoyed that, please like, and if you don't mind subscribing, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.